communitatis, bonum communitatis, bonum communitatis.
How could it possibly be in several places at once? How could it possibly be in several places? How could it possibly be in several places?
I just can't believe Leslie's dead. How did it happen?
You'll find that we run into a very tight ship here.
We could do something like this.
Seems like Mr. Merchant tried to have a little fry out and left the gas on. Nasty way to go.
What happened, Daddy? No luck catching them killers then. No luck catching them killers then.
Bonum communitatis.
Now, quick announcement before we begin. Janet Barker has decided to call her boys Roger and Martin. And the christening will be a week on Saturday, and we're all invited. Tom?
Thanks, Joyce. Now, you'll all be delighted to hear that the tenacious Sergeant Angel has been taken care of. Joyce will discover the sergeant lying on the wet floor of his bathroom, having slipped and tragically broken his neck. So, with the dispatch of the sergeant, we will now be able to concentrate on the eradication of our hoodie infestation.
Quite right.
After which, nothing will stand in our way.
Oh, I beg to differ, Mr. Weaver.
Well, well, well. I see we have visitors.
Sergeant Nicholas Angel, Sanford Police Service.
My, he is tenacious, isn't he?
I'm arresting you under suspicion of conspiracy to commit murder.
Oh, come, Sergeant.
You should be ashamed. Calling yourself a community that cares.
Oh, but we do care, Nicholas.
It's all about the greater good.
The greater good.
How can this be for the greater good?
The greater good.
You see, as much as I enjoyed your wild theories, Sergeant, the truth is far less complex. Blower's fate was simply the result of his being an appalling actor.
Quite appalling. You murdered him for that?
Well, he murdered Bill Shakespeare.
What? Oh.
The Dramatic Society is an important feather in our cap.
You couldn't let Blower jeopardize that, not when we had two semi-professionals waiting in the wings.
Let's not forget that Greg was an extra in Straw Dogs, and Sherry portrayed a cadaver in Prime.
Yes, I know!
Martin was less concerned with the reputation of the village than he was with his sordid affair with Eve Draper.
And so Eve deserved to die too?
Oh, she did have a very annoying laugh.
Annoying. And George Merchant?
He had an awful house.
We begged him in vain to make his residence more in keeping with the village's rustic aesthetic.
Right. And what about Tim Messenger? What was his crime?
Tim Messenger's tenure as editor of the Sanford Citizen has been unbearable.
Our once great paper had become riddled with tabloid journalism, not to mention persistent errors.
He listed her age as 55.
When actually I'm 53.
53.
What about Leslie Tiller, one of your own? Her horticultural expertise helped put Sanford on the map.
Oh, she was ever so good.
Cousin Leslie was a terrible shame. But it seems she was set on moving away.
We couldn't have her sharing her green fingers with anybody else.
Not least those heathens at Buford Abbey.
If we can't have her, no one can.
How can this be for the greater good?
The greater good.
Shut it! These people died for no reason whatsoever!
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Hello, Nicholas.